I'm glad he got his redemption.
They would have dropped the dangling baby, he would not have liked this movie.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm like, they're not really going to do this, are they? They're not really going to drop this baby.
Hey, horror fans. Welcome to another episode of the Sons of Haddonfield. As always, I'm Ian. And the gentleman down there, that's Josh, a.k.a. Horror Sensei.
How's everybody doing today?
You know what we're talking about? We have some exciting, fun stuff.
We do.
To talk about.
So exciting. We're going all the way back to the year 1999, before things really got messed up.
Take me back to 1999. I wish I could just rewind.
Name that song. If you know the song, drop it in the comments below.
I did not sing the lyrics correctly, but
no, you didn't, and you're off key too. But that's okay.
I never claimed to be a professional singer. I'm not a professional singer. I'd be the guy who, in the horror movie, gets killed for singing bad karaoke. The killer gets pissed and.
I mean, yeah, probably. Like, God, you can't do another song? No.
Gotta take him out.
The microphone.
No, but we're talking about the 1999 movie Resurrection.
Yeah, it was, released on not Scream Factory. It was released on Vinegar Syndrome. We both picked it up a while ago, finally sat down and gave it a first time viewing, and I was really pleasantly surprised. What about you?
Yeah, I had never heard of this film before until it popped up. I'm like, oh, that looks kind of creepy and cool. So it was a blind buy, something I'm trying not to do as much lately. But hey, it worked out in our favor. Rolled the dice, gambled, and it worked out.
Yeah, definitely.
So this movie, brief overview, it's about a detective working homicide. And he gets a call. Everyone in his office kind of doesn't like him because he's really good at his job, I guess, and rubs people the wrong way. But there's a serial killer who's cutting off body parts of his victims and taking one as a souvenir, and they're always random. And there's like some religious connotations.
Well, he's building his own Jesus.
Yeah.
He's building his own Jesus with the body parts. And he's killing people by the names of the 12 apostles.
Yep.
Right. So, Christopher Lambert plays that detective who I think does a really good job in the movie. He's not exactly known for being the best actor, but I think he delivered a great performance in this one.
Yeah, he definitely did a good job as Detective Proudhome. I thought his other notable role, obviously Raiden. I think he was much better in this movie, though.
Yeah, probably.
It was a better role for him.
And also David Cronenberg is in the movie. He plays a father. I think he does a great job. He has a kind of a standout character, in my opinion. Really cool. Anytime you get to see David Cronenberg on screen rather than behind the screen, directing behind the camera, in front of the camera, I don't know. But anytime you get to see him acting instead of directing, it's really cool to me.
The one thing about this movie that really stood out was it had this gritty, tense vibe. Felt like it took some inspiration from Seven, which had come out a few years before. And it had that Seven vibe to me, which I really loved. And like, I loved the killer's motivation and his because that dude was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really a horror movie; it's more of a thriller.
Yeah,
but
detective thriller.
I found it to be terrifying. It was a scary movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, some of the practical effects and when they're doing the Jesus at the end of the movie, I thought was really well done.
Yeah, the gore throughout the entire movie was, whoa, it was awesome. Great gore, great effects throughout the entire movie. really, really top-notch stuff.
Yeah, in your face.
I really like that you brought up the comparison to Seven, because I immediately, like 15 minutes into the movie, I'm thinking this is Seven. It's not. I don't want to call it a knockoff of Seven though, because I think it stands
Inspired.
alone. I almost feel like it's grittier. It's like a dirtier version of Seven, and that's, if you've seen Seven, that's saying something. But I just feel like this is so gritty, and it's so dirty, and it's so gory, and the way the cinematography is. I feel like James Wan might have taken a page out of this movie for Saw, the original Saw, with that fast and shaky camera that kind of zooms all around, because we get that quite a bit in this movie, and that's not something that's done too often,
Yeah. It was definitely in your face, and had some dark moments, with the detective's backstory, losing the kid, like that. Like, really, I was like, when I saw that, it was like near like midnight when I was watching it. I was like, oh, that really hit right here. I was like, eesh. I'm like, whew, it's got some feels for this detective, and you're like,
yeah. So like you said, Seven. The other movie that I would kind of compare it to is another late 90s movie, and that is Stigmata.
Mm-hmm.
More so because of the religious, I don't even say undertones, because it's very in your face, but for the religious motivation, yeah, behind the movie, I think Stigmata stands out as kind of a counterpart to it, along with Seven.
Mm-hmm. So what I was saying earlier, I'll fix that. So it was really nice to see he got his redemption arc at the end, and he was able to save the kid, because the serial killer wanted to kill his own little baby Jesus, and he was like dangling him above the roof. And I'm glad our hero was able to save that kid, because if that had gone any other way, I would not have liked this movie as much as I did. But I'm glad he got his redemption.
They would have dropped the dangling baby, you would not have liked this movie.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I'm like, they're not really going to do this, are they? They're not really going to drop this baby.
For a second, I thought so, and then he's like, and he caught it. And it's like,
he saves the day. Chris Lambert's character saves the day. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a movie where they dink, and you mean like baby. If you haven't seen the movie, it's literally a newborn baby that they're dangling. I mean, obviously it's not a real baby, but they're dangling over the high-rise hospital building. That was pretty intense. That's an intense scene.
Yeah, I was like, please don't let this go badly.
I mean, I don't feel like
the movie had gone, I could see it happening, because if they wanted that dark, really dark Seven-ish ending, like that, like really hits the nerve. Like, I was like, okay, something bad's gonna happen, and then it didn't. I was like, whew.
I don't think there's many movies where they threaten a newborn baby by dangling him over the edge of a high rise,
and that's probably a good thing.
That's probably is a good thing. Yeah,
it would not sit well with me if there were a lot of movies like that.
No, it's one is enough. Let's just say that. Yes. One is enough. We're good with that. I was kind of shocked by the twist at the end about who the serial killer is. Yeah. I had it like in my mind. I was pinning down one character and I thought it was him. And then all of a sudden my entire existence got thrown upside down and it was not him. And that it's tough to do for, I watch a lot of movies. It's what I do. And so to get me like that, I was really surprised by that ending.
Yeah. I did not see it being that character either. And that's one of the things I didn't like about the movie as much is how they dealt with that. Because like if you have this guy in custody, they're not just going to let him out on bail when they have all this evidence of these crimes. So that one little snippet made me like not like it as much as I think you did.
Star there.
Yeah, because like they have all this evidence and they know what they know, and there's no way they'll just let him out on a low bail. But like other than that, I loved it.
Yeah, it was great. I think the directing was fantastic for 1999. It really gives off that, that really real sense of dirtiness and grittiness, Seven-esque. I think the cinematography was really uniquely done. So props to that. The acting, Christopher Lambert, like I said, he does a really good job in this one. He also has some really great support around him, like you mentioned. Also, if you're a basketball fan, Rick Fox. Yes, that Rick Fox from the LA Lakers, NBA champion, is in this movie. He's the tall one. You won't be able to miss him.
Yep.
But I think the acting was all around. It was solid. The storyline was solid. I'm very happy with this movie. I highly recommend, if you're into thrillers like Seven, like Stigmata, movies like that, go to Vinegar Syndrome and pick this one up.
There was one more comparison I want to make with this movie.
Yeah.
So there was in the beginning, when they find the first body, they open up the window, and it says the tagline of the movie written in blood on the window. He is coming. I liked that. It really reminded me of You're Next, how they wrote You're Next on the window in blood.
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
if that came from there or not, but that's immediately what I thought when they opened the window and it was written that way, so it was legible from the person inside the room, as not posting backwards. I thought that was really unique.
I didn't get that comparison, but now that you say that, it is definitely there. A keen eye you have.
Yep. That was what I had.
So yeah, solid. We both recommend it. That's all we have for you tonight. We just wanted to jump on, do a fast review for the 1999 film Resurrection. Pick it up on Vinegar Syndrome. You're already here. Go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. Help us out. We're almost to 100 subscribers. If we can get there within the next week or so, that would be amazing. Thank you guys so much. You can follow us on Instagram as Sons of Haddonfield, or our personal accounts, Horror Sensei
and Ibeck Joe.
And on Letterboxd, you can follow us. I am Husker Sensei on there.
And I'm Ibeck Joe.
Go figure. And on Twitter, we are Haddonfield Sons. Anytime there's a new Joe Bob, we always live tweet along with that account. So it's a lot of fun. You can hang out with us on there. That is it for you guys tonight. Remember, everyone loves a goddamn lobster roll.
Except for vegans and vegetarians.